Hello. All right, so this is a little exercise. You just clicked on the thing that I'm calling mining for gold, because I truly believe that all the truly best stories are right there living inside of you, and that a lot of you just don't even realize it. I mean, every single time you ask any writer, and they're going to say that write what you know. And the reason for that is because you've lived it, you've been through it. If you have to just make everything up all the time, it just doesn't have the depth. The writing just won't have the richness. And that doesn't mean you have to tell true stories. That doesn't mean you have to identify the people that you're writing about. What it means is that, first you have to dig deep and find out what it is that you know better than anyone, the stories that you know that are ingrained in you because you've lived them over and over again. And then you can expand beyond there and find analogies and fictionalize and all these kinds of things. So what I want to do is have you humor me a little. We're going to do a little bit of an out of the box exercise. And yes, some of you will take to it like a duck to water. You just be like, woohoo, I love visualizing and doing all this stuff. But some of you are really going to need this, that, your brain right away is going to go, I don't, and it's going to argue. And your job is to just listen to it argue. Don't engage it, and keep trying. Get into the exercise as deep as you can, and don't try to figure out where I'm going with it. For those of you analytical people, just let stuff pop up as it happens. All right, and so we're going to go from there. So what I want you to do is get in a super comfortable place. Just get cozy. Pause this if you need to. Get yourself a nice cup of tea. I don't care. And get yourself a little journal and a pen to put right next to you. I don't care if you lay down or you sit up, whichever thing you want to do. Just have your pen and journal close by. And then we're going to get started. So do you have what you need? All right, so what I want you to do is close your eyes and go ahead, as you're closed, just take a nice, deep, deep breath. Doing it with you, yeah. And you can laugh, get your giggles out. And go ahead and take another deep breath. And in fact, if after those 2 deep breaths, you've still got a lot of thoughts going on in your head and a lot of chatter, what I want you to do is take all your concerns and your worries and things that you brought with you into this exercise, and I want you to go ahead and stick it in a balloon, and tie that little string to your chair or your bedpost or wherever you are. You can grab it after the exercise if you want, but just leave it there because I really want your mind cleared out for this. Okay, so go ahead now, take another deep breath. Great. Now what I want you to do with your eyes closed is I want you to right now go back to when you were about 5 years old. Look down at your feet. What shoes do you have on? It'll help you get into the moment. And just kind of look around. Where are you? What do you see? Who are you with? Just notice. And I want you to keep noticing. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to notice how you're feeling. How does it feel in your body to be you at 5 years old? Are you anxious? Are you happy? Are you playful? Are you sad? Why? Why are you any of those things? Who's there? What's making you feel? What's happening? Just keep thinking about it. Keep looking around. Really be there. Be that 5-year-old. And when you're ready, what I want you to do is open your eyes back up. I want you to pause this. And I want you to then go ahead and write in your little journal that you've got, just free form. Do not judge it. Just everything that you saw, just write it down as quick as you can. This is not this is not, you're not going to win any prizes for writing. I'm not going to ask you to share it. I just want you to just write down everything you saw and felt and what was happening. And go ahead and do that now. All right, you back? Okay. Now I want you to close your eyes again. Yep, and I want you to now go back to anywhere from 13 to 15 years old. Just look down at your shoes. What are you wearing on your feet? That'll get you in there. What are you feeling? Where are you? Just look around, just notice. Who's there with you? How are you feeling? What's happening? Who are you engaging with? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you feeling insecure? Are you joyous? Just notice, are you the hero or the villain in this story? What is going on? And who is there? And what is it that you want? Just notice. What is it that you want? Are you receiving it? Just notice. Okay, keep thinking about it. And only when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and open your eyes, hit pause on me, and do the same thing. Just free form writing. Do not stop. Okay, go ahead and hit pause. All right, are we back? Okay, now I want you to, we're all different ages here, so now I want you to go back to just a significant event in the last decade. Go ahead, look down at your shoes. Notice what's on your feet. Then look around the room. Where are you? Who are you there with? What's happening? What is the dynamic? How is it making you feel? Are you happy? Are you sad? There's no judgment about any of it. Just notice. Who are you talking to? What is it that you want? Are you getting what you want? What's in the way? Or what's helping you? What's supporting you? Who's supporting you? Who's blocking you? Just keep noticing. And take a few more minutes to think about it all. And when you're ready, yet again, I want you to hit pause on me. And go ahead and just write again, free form. Go ahead, hit pause. All right, we back? Okay. All right, now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes one more time. Go ahead. And as your eyes are closed, I just want you to think about some things. I want you to think about those 3 experiences that you just were dragged through memory lane on. And I just want you to notice, is there anything that ties all those events together? Obviously you, but is there a theme? Do you notice a similar want throughout? Or do you notice a change? Do you notice something happened and things changed? And then what? Just notice. Look for the strings that tie these events together if you can find one. In fact, I actually want you to go ahead and start writing. It's as a prompt. Open your eyes and just start writing what you're seeing in terms of any sort of connections. What through lines do you see? What commonalities do you see? What changes did you notice? Did your wants change? Did the obstacles change? Did the characters that populated your life, did they change? who were the villains and who were the heroes in these stories? Is there some commonalities in that? Keep looking, keep noticing. Don't stop writing. Just start noticing. And now I want you to think about you as a character. Start to pull away from reality a little, and let's just play. In fact, hold on. I'm getting my little note cards here. I'm going to ask you a few things of who are you as a hero? How would you describe the character? If you were a character in a movie, how would you describe your particular brand of hero? What's this hero's flaw or challenge to get over? Every hero has a challenge or flaw. What would be yours? What would be your hero's flaw or challenge? And how is it affecting the world? How is it affecting your world? The world, you know, your internal or the world at large, doesn't matter. What is causing the flaw? Is it something, again, internal or external? What is causing the flaw? What is this challenge that your character has? How have they been pursuing their goals? What do they want? And how have they been pursuing it? What does your character want? And what has it been doing to pursue it? Why hasn't your character achieved it yet? Or did your character achieve it? And what was the difference? Why? What happened? What happened to achieve it? If your life could give anyone a life lesson to learn from, what would that life lesson be? What would your example teach? Is it a cautionary tale? Is it a tragedy? Is it a comedy? What is the life lesson there? Just keep writing it all down. So this exercise, the reason I'm doing it, and I'd love to when we have in the community call, in the calls and also in the chat rooms, I'd love for you to share some of what you learned, because that's the harvesting part. First, we're mining for gold. That's what I just did. Took you deep to mine for gold, to show you that there's so many stories already deep inside of you. There's so many things that really you're kind of an expert on. You might be, you know, you might be an expert on heartbreak. You might be an expert on taking care of elderly parents. You might be an expert on, you know, being disappointed. You might be an expert on helping people. Always the helper, never the helpee. You might be, there are so many things that you, just from your own life, that you might not even realize for story purposes are actually extremely valuable, because there's no fun in a character, frankly, that doesn't have some kind of flaws, some kinds of worries. Why are we watching? You know, we need to know why today, why this person, why this story, why are we watching? So we want, you know, you to dig for some of the things in your own life that have been your greatest fears or your greatest tragedies or your greatest hopes or your greatest whatever, all that kind of stuff. When you start to look at it in a new light, and that's why writing can be so friggin' great, suddenly it's all just, as Nora Ephron once said, it's all copy. It's all just story. You know, suddenly a lot of the even tragic things in your life can be harvested for gold. You can enjoy them. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. You know, it doesn't have to suck. because frankly, you can mine this stuff and tell amazing stories. I mean, just think about some of the stories that are your favorite stories. It's because it made you feel. It made you connect. It made you go, oh, I'm not alone. Somebody else did with this. It made you chuckle. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're revealing that. I do that too, but it's so embarrassing. You know, these are brave people that really weren't afraid to go there. And really dug for gold on just human truths that, frankly, you can only know these human truths unless you've lived them. So yeah, that's your food for thought. That's the mining for gold exercise, which, you know, I feel like is crucial at this idea phase that we're in right now in the program, to really just, I encourage you for the next month while we're doing it, don't settle on to something until some of those things that we're starting to spur in a bunch of different ways hit. Like, that's it. That's the thing I am born to tell. I know this. I have a special, unique vision for this particular story. Just keep searching, keep mining for gold and harvesting what you find until it hits. And that'll be the thing that'll be passionate enough for you to keep going for the next 9 months that we're together, just absolutely digging into telling a great story. So thanks for playing on my weird little exercise. Love you guys. Good luck.